Are you all ready? We good? Okay. Well, my name is Reverend Dr. Mark Brown. I'm the CEO of West Houston Assistance Ministries, and I appreciate being accompanied here by Commissioner Lesley Briones and District Attorney Teare. It's great to have you both here as well. So what we're facing here with the government shutdown and the halting in SNAP is a humanitarian crisis. We face an enormous amount of need for food. Here in Harris County, we're looking at over 900,000 people who aren't receiving the food that they need. And here at West Houston Assistance Ministries, we are doing all we can in partnership with the Houston Food Bank to provide the food that we can. But I'm going to make it very abundantly clear. The SNAP program, as a safety net, provides 9 times more the food than all the food banks and food pantries in America combined. So there is absolutely, as it stands, no way that we can meet the need. And in fact, today we have over 1,000 people who are coming through and receiving food. So as CEO of West Houston Assistance Ministries, I appreciate the support of my colleagues here. And I invite you as the public to donate funds, donate food, and donate time. Because what we're going to see is an increase in the amount of need as we face this humanitarian crisis. So let's come together as Houstonians and do what we can to raise to this crisis and meet the need of our neighbours. Thank you very much. And now I'd like to introduce Commissioner Briones.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here. My name is Lesley Briones, and I'm grateful to be serving as your Harris County Commissioner for Precinct 4. Thank you so much, Reverend Dr. Brown, to you and all of the West Houston Assistance Ministries team, the WHAM team. I don't know what we would do without you, always, on any given day in Harris County, but especially now with the federal government shutdown. And District Attorney Teare, you are a blessing to Harris County in so many ways, and I'm always honored by your partnership. And to everyone who's here volunteering, thank you. This is completely unacceptable, and it's unconscionable what the federal government is doing. We expect the government to work, to do its job, and to fund the government with our taxpayer dollars. And to think, as a proud Texan, that the federal government is going to allow approximately 3.5 million Texans, and of that, approximately 1.7 million children to not get their SNAP benefits. These are families who depend on these benefits to put food on the table. This is unconscionable. And so all of us, as community members, as taxpayers, need to make sure that the federal government does its job. And in the meantime, it's up to us as Houstonians, as Harris County residents, as Texans, to unite and do what we can. So if you can donate food, time, money, there are so many nonprofits, places of worship stepping up to help fill the gap. But as Reverend Dr. Brown said, the factual reality is there's no way to fill the gap given the size of SNAP. We need those programs to be filled. And so I'm here thankful for my Precinct 4 team. We have about 25 of our Harris County Precinct 4 team members volunteering, passing out food, and the line is heartbreaking. It is for blocks. So I appreciate my team, our Precinct 4 Forward, our nonprofit arm. I appreciate the grants that they're giving to 10 local nonprofits. You can go to any Harris County Precinct 4 community center if you want to donate food to be distributed to your community. Let us do what we do best here in Texas, come together as neighbors to care for one another. And this really breaks my heart. As I was thinking about coming here this morning, as I was giving my daughters breakfast, and to think that here in the most prosperous nation, kids will go without food is unacceptable. So it's up to us to do what we can to show up and make sure the government does its job. Muy brevemente en español, buenos días a todos. Soy Lesley Briones, su comisionada del Condado Jerez de Precinto 4. Aquí estoy con mis compañeros, el Reverend Dr. Brown, de West Houston Assistance Ministries y también el fiscal del condado Harris, Teare. Muchas gracias a todos que están aquí dando su tiempo para ayudar a nuestra comunidad. Pero esto es algo muy grave. Los SNAP benefits que no están abiertos para las familias de los Estados Unidos y nuestras familias en el condado Harris es algo muy grave. Tenemos más de 1,5 millones de niños en este estado de Texas que no van a tener comida porque el gobierno federal no está haciendo su trabajo. Tenemos 300,000 familias o más aquí en este condado, nuestros vecinos, nuestros amigos que van a sufrir porque no tenemos estos beneficios de SNAP. Hoy, por medio de Precinct 4 Forward, estamos donando dinero aquí a Juan y otras organizaciones por el condado Precinto 4. Yo estoy aquí con mi equipo dando nuestro tiempo para ayudar a nuestra comunidad y en cualquier centro comunitario en el Precinto 4, ustedes pueden ir donar comida que podemos distribuir aquí en el condado. O si quieren dar su tiempo o dinero, hay varias organizaciones como WAM que necesitan su apoyo mientras nuestra comunidad está sufriendo con este corto de beneficios. Pero tenemos que hacer lo que hacemos siempre aquí en el condado Harris y en el estado de Texas. Tenemos que unirnos como comunidad para dar apoyo a nuestros vecinos y amigos. Y como americanos tenemos que demandar que el gobierno funcione y que hagan su trabajo. Pero es algo muy triste. Si ves la fila que tenemos, como mamá, me rompe el corazón sabiendo que hay niños que no van a tener comida porque el gobierno federal con el presidente Trump no está haciendo su trabajo. Así que tenemos que rezar, tenemos que unir, tenemos que trabajar, tenemos que donar para hacer lo que podemos aquí en nuestra comunidad. Así que muchas gracias. And with that, I'm proud to introduce my friend, my colleague, and our Harris County District Attorney, Teare.
First of all, thank you, Reverend Dr. Brown and the West Houston Assistance Ministries. What you're doing, stepping into the void that has been created is truly incredible and so necessary. Commissioner Briones, what you have done your entire career in uplifting and helping people, being out here with your whole team just continues to reinforce that. We are in a humanitarian crisis, a completely fabricated and manufactured humanitarian crisis by the people in power in Washington. When you look at the line right outside of this building, as Commissioner Briones says, it goes blocks and blocks and blocks, and this is our first day. We have almost 1 million people in Harris County that are going to lose their benefits because of this fabricated crisis. That doesn't stop at their door. Their food instability and hunger, it doesn't stop there. The benefits that they're not going to be able to use go into other businesses in our community that aren't going to be able to stay afloat and work. That means more jobs are lost. And so we can talk, and we should talk, about the humanitarian effect of this and the tragic outcomes that are going to come for these people. But anyone that's listening to this, including those in power in Washington, that want to trumpet public safety, you can't have that conversation without talking about one of the largest crime drivers in the world, which is food instability. And we are doing it to ourselves. They are doing it to us. I am terrified about what we are going to see around crime increasing because of the actions of the federal government. Because of that, we are going to see more thefts, more robberies, more violent crime. Because people have to eat. That was the point of SNAP benefits in the beginning. We are going to have 1 million Harris County residents who are going to struggle to put food on the table for no reason other than people in Washington want to make political points. That's it. That should be the headline every time. Crime is going to go up because they want to score political points. This is no different than the humanitarian crisis we are dealing with around ICE and the immigration ridiculous behavior that's going on around our country. But this is another example of the cruelty that we all have to push back on as Texans and Harris County residents. Whatever you can do, if it's money, if it's food, if it's your time, we have to step up where they won't. And so from the bottom of my heart, thank you for what you're doing. And my team and I are out here working, and we will continue to do everything we can, both in the criminal justice space and in the humanitarian space, to do our part. Thank you. All right, let's go hand out more food.
Now, I really wish we could add a lot of zeros to this, but from Precinct 4 Forward, which is our 501c3 public charity arm of Harris County Precinct 4, we are very incredibly thankful for everything you do, and we're happy to present this check.
Thank you very much. Thank you. And thank you to Lesley Briones and her office. You've continued to be a support and a fine leader in our county. So thank you very much.